I am the greatest failure you ever did see. That's hardly true. But in this video, I'm going to find out what are the reasons why people fail. Your failure in life, my failure in life, everybody's failure in life stems from mistakes made. Consistent mistakes mean that there's going to actually be a change in the overall attitude of the person. And that in itself will, when time passes, will create a type of behavior. And when that happens, that becomes rooted in somebody's personality. So being able to avoid all of that takes a bit of skill. And this bit of skill means that you need to plan. Yes, indeed, you need to plan, or at least begin to learn, or perhaps before all that, accept that planning is really integral to the success of any aspect of life if a person wants to avoid failure. So making mistakes, anybody can do it. We can make a mistake very quickly, and before we know it, we've the reaction towards the mistake. Perhaps if we go shopping and forget to purchase or buy somebody's favorite meal, well then what's going to happen? Well, we're going to get in trouble. We're going to find out that, that person isn't too happy with us. And if it's a loved one, we're in the dog's house. So, we want to avoid all of that by planning. What do we do when we go shopping? We write things down so that when we're there, amongst the hustle and bustle, we can at least look at our list and then take our time going down the aisles and figuring out exactly what we need to get before we purchase it, go home, and everybody's happy. So planning in a larger context is really important in our life if we want to avoid all those nitty-gritty mistakes that lead to this attitude which eventually leads to that behavior of personality change. We need to plan properly so that we can actually fulfill the best part of ourselves and avoid being a failure in one or any aspect of life. Because planning is all about being able to actually make sure that you are prepared properly. Let's take one example. Let's take work. When you started out at work, perhaps you're in your early 20s. And maybe that's the particular industry that you longed to work in. And you are there. Wonderful. Being there is a good thing. It's a great thing. You've got the wages, the salary, the income that you always wanted, or expected at least, from that particular employment, that particular job. But that doesn't mean to say that that's only one thing, or everything even, that you're happy with in that employment. You may have entered into that employment because you like the types of people that are in it, or you might even work in that employment because you like interacting with people, or you might actually love the subject, the topic. Perhaps it's a job where you help people, perhaps it's an employment where you make things, or construct things, or even sell things. Either way, whatever it is that you've chosen to do, you ended up there because you prepared and planned for it. If you rewind back a couple of years, you probably would have gone to college and done maybe 3-4 years of a degree. And that's no mistake, just falling into a degree course. That has to come from planning. So this is why people who are educated in the world are actually good planners in general. Now I'm not saying everybody is a good planner, far from it. And we all make mistakes. But it's a habit. And this is what leads to failure in the long term. Planning is a gift if you're able to do it properly. Some people are better at actually doing it from when they're really, really young. I know some clients even came to me and they decided that they were going to get into a management position because they could actually help people with their direction, their way of leadership, almost innate. And some people are better leaders than others at a younger age, but their skills, if you break down these skills, one of them is planning. So to be able to plan can come from the experience perhaps of when you're younger, even playing sports and even managing teams when you're much, much younger. You can manage under 10, under 8 teams. Some parents do that weekends can be interesting, and parents might take over a softball team, a soccer team, and so on. Being able to plan takes the ability to look ahead. If you can look ahead of things, you can avoid making mistakes. And then the mistakes will avoid a failure. So before you fail, why not plan? But planning is not the only thing, of course. There are other aspects to avoid, and to avoid the regrets that you may have without, well, being successful. Now, successful in this video, what is it? Well, for me, it's getting to the end of the video. But for you, it's avoiding failure. To be able to see the pitfalls and just, like those things on the street, those chewing gums that you don't want to step on, just tiptoe around them. So you want to be able to avoid potential mistakes, that build to this behavior more so, that allows you then in the future, and well, in the concurrent present, you're going to become a better planner and a better person for yourself, which avoids making mistakes, and that is your success. People worry about so many different things. And there's an old saying, there's no point in worrying because it mightn't happen at all. It's so true. I mean, worry is such an unneedful thing. It creates anxiety. This anxiety can perhaps rule your world, not just now, but into the future, which means that it creates this huge amount of dispute in the mind. That means that, well, you're wasting thoughts on worry to feed anxiety, to create not just a temporary state, but a more permanent state of mind. And you've heard that phrase before, state of mind. But it's a big, huge cracker of a mistake. Worrying for no reason at all. Now, for sure, worrying for something that's coming up, that's going to happen, well, that's understandable. But if you have no proof, if you don't know the future, how can you put energy behind those thoughts? And energy is a vital thing. That's why energy being wasted is a huge mistake in life. Yep, it sure is. You see, if you have energy, it creates your physical domain. It creates your body to be strong. It creates your food to be digested. It creates your breath to breathe, which creates your lungs to work, your heart to work, your brain to work, your body to work, and, well, you to work. But if you misuse energy, well, then you're going to have a problem, and it's a mistake. Misusing energy means that you're not actually doing what you're designed to do in life. It's a huge mistake because you are creating a future for yourself that is not what you really want. But yet, many people do this, and they do it regularly. Why do it? Change the script, change the energy, and believe it or not, avoid that mistake, and you'll change your life too. So, changing it up, doing something different. Is that really a mistake? Or in reality, is that a way of just changing the energy that we mentioned about already? Well, if you're changing the script, you're doing something different. It can be bad, or it could be good. It depends on the situation, really. But it's a mistake when people fail to change. You see, failing to change means that you're doing the exact same thing in the exact same way, well, all of the time. And if you're doing it all of the time, where are you going to go? What are you going to get as a result? You're going to go the exact same place as you went before. You're going to get, believe it or not, yep, the exact same result. So we need to change for good. Change the script when it's needed to change. And change for the best way possible, in the best way possible. For you. Makes sense to me. I hope it does to you, too. We need to realize that there's opportunities there, everywhere, at every time. It's a mistake not to to take the opportunity. If there is a chance, you've got to take it. In the past, you may not have got that chance. You may not have taken the chance. You may not have actually seen the chance. But if there's an opportunity there, it's a mistake not to take it. Why not take a golden opportunity if it's presented in your lap? Think of a footballer, a sports person. When the ball falls right in front of them, they haven't worked for it all week. Do you think they actually mind if they have to, just tap it in, tiptoe and tip the ball into the back of the net? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe even Saturday, they've got up early in the morning, ate nice and healthy, and then gone to trained for a couple of hours to kick the ball straight, to run into areas of the pitch where they need to be in order to kick the ball straight into the net. And one day, on the Sunday of the week, when the match comes, the ball just happens to hit the post and come back and land at their feet. That's an opportunity. You've got to take it. If you see an opportunity, it's a regret. It's a mistake if you avoid taking it. Not being there for your friends. Now that's a huge mistake. Many of us grow up and find people that we're lucky enough that actually want to be our friends. Okay, it's not just me. You know what I mean? There's others too. We are lucky to actually sit beside somebody in school, or perhaps play in the yard with somebody, or play on a team with somebody, or go to a music recital with somebody, and then they actually want to be our friend. Who knows when we're 5 years old, or 10 years old, 15 years old, actually how annoying we were. Who knows actually what was going on in our lives? Did we actually know? Think about it. But the reality is, we touched base and we had a friend. So we need to be loyal to that friend. It's a huge mistake if we miss out on friendship in the long term. Because there's times when we need that friend. A friend in need, as I say, is a friend indeed. And it's so true. The more often you have problems in life, the more often you'll see this. So in order to keep up your friendship, reconnect with people. That's avoiding the mistake of avoiding your friendship. Why not get there with your friend and be friends for life? So you think you'll do it tomorrow, you think you'll do it next week, or you think you'll do it next year. But then the chance goes. Procrastination. Now that's a huge mistake. Because nothing is as it seems tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year. Everything goes, everything changes. Okay, people might be around this week, next week. They might be around next year. You don't know what's going to happen in their lives. You don't know what opportunities they're going to come across. So if you feel like doing something, you need to act on it now. Now, I'm not saying you just go and do it right now and that all will be perfect. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying though is that be aware that the moments will change. The days will change. The weeks will change. The months will change. The years will change you and me. We'll all change. Nothing is set in stone except stone itself. So you need to be able to change with the change, or adapt at the very least. This is why relationships often have problems, because one of the two people change, and perhaps they're not actually changing for the better, or they're changing and the person that sees them or notices them changing doesn't actually react to that change or even respect them in the first place. Or maybe they don't even notice it. So we have to acknowledge change, and it's going to happen whether you like it or not. So there you have it. That's why people fail. So if you haven't subscribed, you're failing. So please do. If you have, thank you very much. Until next time, have a wonderful day.